Howdy, everybody. David here. Week 46, November 16th through the 22nd. Wow, I can't believe that this year has just about already come and gone. It seems like just several weeks ago, it seems like that I started week 1, but it's starting in week 46. Go figure. So this is a very, very important week, and I'm going to try not to ramble on too much, but I've been doing a lot of thinking lately, and I've dedicated my life, and I've put everything else on the back burner, everything in life, to do my Twitch channel, to do, 4, sometimes 5 nights of Dungeons and Dragons a week, or other games, and total interaction with the community, whether it be 40 emails a day, 40, 50 emails, 60, 75 YouTube comments a day. I try to keep up on all that stuff. And for one person, it is more than a full-time job. It is like 2 full-time jobs, and it has been since week 1. And like I said, I've really been putting everything else with this in front of me and in front of my life, and it's really it's taken a toll on me. I'm gonna be honest. It kind of came into a realization the other night when my son and I went out, and he just said out of nowhere, "Dad, you really don't look too healthy." And that kind of actually, I was like, "Oh, I'm fine." But then because we were sitting at dinner at the time, and I really got to thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? I'm really not. I mean, I feel like crap all the time. I don't get hardly any sleep. I just keep so busy with this, trying to grow it and grow it and grow it into what it was and what it is, and just doing this all by myself. It is just really taking a toll on me, and I can actually tell that my health has declined. And and at 42 years old, that's really not a good thing to say, because I've always been so healthy. I never used to get sick. But now, I feel like I'm always sick or always feel like crap. Take for instance Monday. I slept basically 24 straight hours to recuperate from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I just can't do that anymore, guys. I mean, this is it's really taking a big toll on me. And it took my son for him to come out and say something. And he said, "I don't want you to get mad at me, but you don't look good." He says, "You don't even look healthy anymore, Dad." And that's when I started really thinking. And Sunday during the game, that just made me think all day Sunday. And and that's why I haven't I was gonna try to get on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. And I wanted to stream some other stuff, but I actually started thinking, and I do have to get this back into check. I need to, especially with going back to work in 2.5 months. The whole reason 2-3 months ago for me to kind of wind back was to start preparing for the working life again. I haven't worked in 6 years, 7 years, because of college, getting multiple degrees, and then not finding anything after college, and then doing this. So it's been a span of 7 years that I've really not worked. So I need to start getting back into the. I really can't wait to get back into the working world with the structure and the organization, the social aspect of it. I'm really looking forward to getting back into the swing of things, and the end of January. So I know you guys are probably thinking, oh boy, here we go. Dave's quitting everything. Well, no, guys, I'm not going to quit everything. I just, guys, I really need to cut back big time. I'm doing Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's 4 games a week, and that's other stuff on Wednesday. And it's just too much. So I need to really cut this back. And I've thought a lot about this, and I'm gonna lose players over this. That's a horrible thing. That's like the biggest regret of doing something like this. But I really need to. I should have done this. I should have followed through with this 4 months ago, but I didn't. I went ahead, and everybody's like, oh yeah, we won another game, and so I can't make everybody happy, guys, because it's just I'm not taking care of myself. Like I said. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going down to 2 games a week, and the days that I'm going to be doing this stuff is going to be on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right, this is the most optimal time. My days off with my new job are going to be sometimes Friday and Saturday and Sunday. So the most ideal thing for me to do is to get ready to get into the new, I guess you could say the new life mode. That would be fair to say. And I need to make the changes now. So, all right. So what does all of this mean? First off, I need to focus on my health. That's first and foremost. So I need to take care of me. And by taking care of me, I can't be doing this every single day anymore. Meaning, I can't be, you guys, it's like I've said a couple times, especially lately, because this has just really been, but taking a toll on me. But then again, I created this monster, and I don't have anybody to blame but myself for doing this. And, when you guys watch a 4-hour game, that is a 4-hour game. There is many more hours involved answering questions about the games on uploading the videos, editing the videos, uploading them, preparing for the game, building modules. Guys, there's so many more hours. And that's not even including, like I said, all the comments and the emails that I get on YouTube, or I haven't even checked my Twitch box in months, and I can just imagine how many questions and stuff are in there, and other comments and offers, and it's just crazy. I can just imagine how much stuff is in that. So it means that I need to get focused on me. I need to focus on getting healthy, and I need to put myself back up on one of those front burners. But I still want to play games. I love playing D&D. I'm still going to do a couple of games a week. So, the biggest regret of this, like I said, is going to be losing probably at least half of my players. There's advantages and disadvantages, and that is a disadvantage. I've met so many nice people doing this over the last 28 months that I've been doing this whole stream thing. I've met so many nice people, met so many good people. So many good people have come and gone. So many people from a year and a half ago that I haven't seen in a year, but I would still know them if they come into the channel. Like Sir Lathan. Hadn't seen Sir Lathan in like a year, and then all of a sudden last week, boom, he pops up. So, I've met so many nice people doing this, and that's a positive. A positive is I've got the game with a lot of great players. A negative is by doing this is I'm gonna lose players. I have to switch games from one day to another, so I'm sure that's probably going to put some players out, and that's it's something that I have to do, and I'm sure the players will probably understand. So, but this is something that that's why my video is 3 days late getting out, because I've been trying to figure out what I want to do. So, like I said, I'm going down to 2 games a week, and it will be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday is going to be a miscellaneous type of day. So Fridays will be either like a workshop, or I'm gonna because I've been also working on my own personal campaign setting, and it's at a point to where I want to start. I want to start playing that game instead of playing nothing but Dungeons and Dragons. And that's another thing that I'll touch about in a couple minutes. I want to start playing my game. Then I'm going to start doing stuff with other game companies and throughout the industry. Like I'll be running a game for Chris Pramus, Wolfgang Bauer, Jennifer Page, Jonathan Nelson, and Rachel Ventura. I'll be running a game for those 5 people. It's going to be a once a month thing, and it'll be on like a Friday. So that's why I'm leaving Fridays open for stuff like that. And then I'll be doing probably a once a month thing for a Alt Space. It's the new Dungeons and Dragons virtual reality app. I'll be doing stuff with them 1 day a week. So I'll have my normal 2 games on Saturday and Sunday, and then Friday I'm going to do a couple games with Chris and everyone in Alt Space, and then I'll do like a couple Dungeon Master workshops. So, but to do the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday stuff, I can't do anymore, guys. It's just it's taking way too much out of me. I mean, and I can feel it. I can look at myself and I can just see, and it's just not good. Especially when I go back and watch the videos and stuff, and now I'm like, wow, I really don't look too good. I don't look too healthy, so I really need to solve this problem that I have here. So, like I said, Friday is going to be doing that. The Thursday game, the 4th edition game, the Scales of War game, having such a fun time doing that. It's been such a fun time to play 4th edition with Fantasy Grounds, and I want to continue playing that 4th edition game. We are doing the first leg of about 15 different legs to do, and that is, like I said, we're going to continue to do that, but that game is going to have to move to Sunday. So that means I'm probably going to end up losing Wee Willie. I'll probably end up losing a couple more guys. So, but that is something that has to happen. I am going to move that to Sunday. It'll be from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. And I'll see who's going to be left. And here's another thing. I have, this is all just changes that I've made within the last couple hours. So I have not even done a mass email yet for all of my players. So if my players are watching now, you'll be getting an email within the next, probably by the end of the day, explaining everything on what's going on and what's going to be happening and stuff like that for the future. So the Thursday game is no longer going to be on Thursday. It's going to be moved to Sunday, and I have to do that. And we're going to finish that. We're going to finish this leg of the Scales of War campaign, and then after I finish the Scales of War campaign, which there's probably a good 3, 4, 5 sessions left, and then after that, I'll probably go ahead and finish something else that has been terminated. So, but I do want to come back to the Scales of War. I really do. 4th edition, you guys know 4th edition's my favorite game, of all time. So I do want to continue playing that, and I will. So I've got some loose ends that I want to finish first before I start opening up new cans. So Thursday going to Sunday, and we're going to finish that game on Sunday, and then after that, probably be picking up either Princes of Apocalypse, which is going to have to totally be revamped, or maybe the Abyss, but probably not the Abyss. And Out of the Abyss was one of the games that I was really, really, really looking forward to play. But unfortunately, it's such at an early stage that it can be done later. So the Sunday game is also going to be on hiatus for now, and the Thursday game is going to Sunday because it's going to take the least amount of time to finish. Is that Thursday game? It's got about 4 games left. I'd say anywhere between 3 to 5 games, depending on how much time is spent RPing. And I know those guys love to RP on Thursday, so it just depends on them. So, like I said, that's going to be on Sunday. Saturday, we're going to keep playing Rise of Tiamat. Rise of Tiamat's going very well right now. The group is really clicking. These players are always there. I have no problem with the players not being there. So Saturday is going to stay Rise of Tiamat. We're going to finish that out, and then Sunday is going to be the 4th edition game. I don't know who's going to be able to continue to play in the 4th edition game, but what I'm going to do is just offer the Rise of Tiamat people those games, and if they want to play. Now, this is another a bad thing about doing this is I'm going to be losing players. I'm probably going to be losing players in the 4th edition game because probably Wee Willie because of his schedule with his family. And then Sunday, I'm going to be losing all of those players. So, Friday, that game, the Princes of Apocalypse game, that game is now no longer going. It was down to pretty much 2 players anyway. So, that game started out so well, but then just with everything, unfortunately, Torquemada passed away. Raz had to take off. She's got a lot of stuff going on. Theo, he missed a couple games, but no big deal. But it's like I put these games together, and I want the players that I put the games together for, I want them to be there. And when I'm not, and when I have a whole group full of alternates, the people that I put this game together for, it has no clue what's going on. And I know you guys want to see games and stuff, but it's not fair to the players, and it's not fair to me as a dungeon master because I'm telling the story to total strangers of the party. They don't know what's going on to begin with, and then they don't care. They just get to play for a night. So, so that's why Thursday game's going to Sunday. Sorry, I keep repeating this stuff, guys, but Friday game is gone, Sunday game is gone. So, and that's a drawback. I'm losing players. But a positive thing about this is I'm only going to have a few people. And, the few people that I'm going to have, I know that they're going to be there. I know that they're always going to be there. So not to say that the Thursday game and the Sunday game weren't there, because for the most part, the Thursday game everybody was always there, but the Sunday game everybody was always there, except for Leffelina. She's missed quite a few games, but other than that, Miss Scarlet, Jub, Velcor, Al, they've been really consistent. I think they just missed one game. But that game is pretty much still in the starting stages of the adventure, so it would be a good idea just to stop that game and pick it back up later. And I want to finish it because I really like Out of the Abyss. So, but there you go, everybody. This is something that I've really been. It's past my mind. It's been in my mind for a little while, but not until my son kind of really brought it into perspective for me when he told me the other night at dinner. We were just talking about just all kinds of different stuff. What he was wanting to do with his life now that he's graduated high school, and he's telling me how he beat Fallout 4 already, and how he really liked it. Now he's going back through and looking at every single little thing. He's like, "Oh, Dad, this is so cool." And he says, just out of nowhere, you just don't look like yourself. And so, I really need to change this stuff, guys. I mean, if you guys have been around the channel for a while, I've put a lot into this. I've put a lot of time into doing this, and it's been really taxing the last months. It's really taken a toll on me, especially everything getting bigger and bigger, but viewership goes down and down and down and down. It's just really, and I'm not worrying about viewership anymore either. So if there's 5 people on the channel watching, so be it. As long as I'm having fun and playing what I want to play, I don't care. I'm not gonna stream the most popular games anymore. If I want to play Numenera Dragon Age, I'm gonna play Numenera Dragon Age. If I want to play Song of Fire and Ice, I'm gonna play it. If I want to play 13th Age, I'm gonna play it. So not worrying about numbers anymore. Not worrying about who's watching, who's not. I don't care anymore. I'm not letting I can't let any of that stuff. Just the whole Dungeons and Dragons directory, unfortunately, is just there's hardly anybody in it anymore. Twitch doesn't promote the Dungeons and Dragons directory. The only time there's anybody in there in the directory of a significant number is when Geek and Sundry comes along on Thursday, and they have 15, 16,000 people, or when JP comes in there and has his 3,000 to 4,000 people. I mean, for Christ's sake, even Koibu, he only has 50, 75 people watching his games now. And a year ago he'd have 250 people, and I would have just over 200 people. And now it's just it's not like the community has grown. The community's actually shrunk massively. And on just about any night, and this is stuff that I didn't never want to really worry about, but when you start doing this full time, you have to start worrying about this kind of stuff. And when there's 60 people in the whole directory and there's 30 games going, and out of those 60 people, 53 of them or 54 of them are in my channel, and then there's 5 other people in the other 30 games, there's just no growth in the D&D channel, which I really don't care. I'm happy to see more people streaming. So, because when I first started streaming, it was like myself, Guild of Fools, and Rob's game group, and then once a week Thursday nights would come on, and then JP would be on there. But to see all of the games being streamed, and it's all viewers that have been in the channel of mine over the last two years, and it's really nice to see people stepping up to the plate and actually dungeon mastering, because there's such a lack of dungeon masters in our genre, and in this gaming genre. It's nice to see more people taking the plunge and manning up and doing it. So it's really nice to see. So, but like I said, guys, I wanted to get on here and just tell you guys how it is. This is a really long 25-30 minute video, but this is something that I really need to do for me. I've put myself last for over 2 years, and I can't do that anymore. I have to I have to start taking care of myself, because I've really, honestly, guys, I've let myself go to hell the last 2 years, because frankly I don't have time to do anything else. And if I go and do something, then I'm getting behind, whether it's answering emails or answering YouTube comments, or prepping for games, or putting maps together, and it's very time consuming. Everybody, it is 2 full-time jobs at least. So, but I appreciate, to talk about all these numbers and all that stuff. It's nothing that you guys, you know, I appreciate every one of my viewers. You guys have no clue, how honored I am of all the thousands of channels on Twitch. You guys come to my channel and hang out. I mean, I'm so honored to have you guys hanging out with me on a nightly basis. I mean, seriously, I'm not joking. I would have never gotten partnered if it wasn't for the community. And I appreciate all of my subscribers. I appreciate, the people on Patreon. I really, totally appreciate it. And, that's another thing that's going to be changing is my Patreon. I'm going to be, probably in the next, I think, 2 weeks is when I'll get to redoing it. And I'm going to start doing my world that I'm creating. And it's going to be a very, very, very long process, but it's going to be there's going to be goals every month, and I'm going to meet those goals, and it's not going to be doing thousands of pages of a week or anything. I'm going to take it nice and slow, and do monsters or do items or do lore of I have so many ideas. I have. This is an example of one of the books. This is just what my current games that I have. These are just what I have for notes for the games that I have going right now. But I have about 10 of these that are 2 inches thick on the top of my bookshelf. That is just all lore that I've written. And then I have about another 8 to 6 of these from when I was a youngin playing D&D, that all these are just full of information and stories, and they're just packed of all of this stuff. So I want to start, taking all of these ideas and these towns and these, places that I've made up in this mind sitting on top of my shoulders, and I want to start doing something with it. So whether it be a totally free thing through Patreon or whatever, I want to start releasing that stuff. So I think it'd be fun, and that's why I kind of want to start doing my things as well, and not just worrying about the latest and greatest game that 5e is releasing. So, this is change has got to happen, guys. And I wanted to get on here and talk to you guys about that. So feel free to, like I said this week, as for games this week, we're going to go ahead and, seeing with such short notice, I'm going to go ahead and cancel the Friday game this week. I'm going to cancel the Sunday game this week. And like I said, the Thursday game is going to go to Sunday, hopefully this week. I'm going to contact everybody. Hopefully everybody can make the transition from Thursday to Sunday. We've only got about 3, 4, 5 weeks left, and hopefully they can. If they can't, then I'll have some other players. So no games till Friday. I won't be on this Friday because we're doing a check with Chris and Wolfgang and Jen and Rachel and Jonathan, we're all getting together and making sure, you know, everybody knows how to use Fantasy Grounds and stuff, and that's going down this Friday. So I won't see you guys probably until Saturday, and that'll be at 4 p.m., and we'll play Rise of Tiamat. Same group, same day, same time. Nothing's changing with that. And then Sunday, like I said, will be Dungeons and Dragons 4th edition, the Scales of War. Continue on. They are going to DRIVETHRU Keep to find all of these escaped, well, all of these prisoners that were taken from Brindle. So we'll see if we can continue on that with on Sunday. So, all right, everybody, guys. Sorry about the sorry. I know a lot of you guys don't want to hear this, but I have to start thinking about me, because I just have not thought about myself. I've put everything else in front of everything in my life over the last 2+ years. So I've canceled so many nights out with friends, and canceled stuff with my family, and canceled everything because of the stream, because of doing all of these games, and I can't do it anymore, guys. This is just really taking a toll on me, and it's time to kind of get back to a normal life. But I'll still be in a capacity. I'll still be doing this on, like I said, I'll still do this on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like what I wanted to do 4 months ago, but never followed through with it. So now I'm following through with it finally, after a wake-up call with my son. So, but anyways, guys, sorry if I've made anyone mad or disappointed anyone, but I'm sure you guys probably understand. And like I said, I'll still be on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and who knows, I may get on a couple hours at night and maybe stream that Card Hunter game, or another, maybe Rocket League or something. So, but the one thing that I really truly love about what I've done over the past few years is the community. And this is the last thing that I'll touch with, is the community. The community is unbelievable. You guys are the best community on Twitch. I've been in a lot of channels. I've read a lot of chats, and I'm telling you guys are the classiest people. I mean, even in the other D&D channels, some of those D&D channels, I cringe when I see the shit that's said in those channels. And granted, yeah, I know we have trolls come into the channel once in a while, but the moderators are so good to take care of it. West River phone's ringing. West River thanks, man. He's been there since the beginning. Obme, Miss Scarlet, Lord, Sandman. Thanks, guys, for helping with moderating as well. I mean, I couldn't have done it without you guys, and you guys really did take that chat part, that aspect of everything off of my shoulders, and I totally appreciate it. But the community, you guys are like the classiest guys and gals, man. Seriously, you guys are awesome. So this is not goodbye, everybody. This is not. I'm not saying goodbye. I'm just toning it down, and I'm sure you guys will probably, and I'm sure I hope you guys understand that, because if I keep going on the path that I'm going, I'm not gonna I probably won't live to 50 years old, and I'd kind of like to. I'd like to kind of live as long as I can, as long as I'm coherent enough. So, all right, everybody. Thank you guys for watching. Still going to do these weekly Monday videos. I'm going to start doing some updates on my world and stuff. Probably let you guys probably know what it's called next week and all that other good stuff. So, guys, I appreciate it. I love all of you guys. It's been a very fun 2.5 years. This has been some of the best times that I've ever had in my life. It's been it's been the funnest time that I've ever had in my life. And I appreciate you guys for letting me relive my childhood, because I did not get to have that as a kid growing up, because I was worried about at 15 years old and being kicked out of the house, you know, where I was going to sleep, if I was going to be able to have a roof over my head, or have, you know, food or electricity. So, you know, thanks for allowing me to relive my childhood and play D&D with you guys 4 nights a week. So, you know, like I said, guys, saying goodbye. It's just me kind of taking a couple steps back and focusing on my life a little bit more, because I just haven't done that the last 2.5 years. So, all right, everybody, feel free to leave any comments down below. I'll be checking this. I'll be definitely checking this weekly thread, and I really appreciate everybody. I really appreciate everybody's their support, their subscriptions, your Patreon donations. I appreciate everything, guys. You guys are awesome, and it's humbling to, you know, have someone contribute to trying to make your dream come true, you know, and it's just so humbling, and you know, I'm indebted to all of you guys. I mean, it's been really fun. So, all right, everybody, I'll see you guys Saturday at 4 p.m. See ya.